Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyNut 007 channel. Well, got a channel shout out today, stash from the Charleston show and mail calls. So let's get into it. First up, guys, want to do a channel shout out to my buddy Tim over at Box Stock Garage. If you have not visited Tim's channel yet, head over and show him some love. It's a relatively new channel, but he's got a great enthusiasm, great attitude, loves model cars, and he's having fun, and you can tell he's having fun. But let's go over, let's get him some subs and some thumbs up. You're going to enjoy his videos, I can tell you now. He's jumped in on several of the group builds already, and again, like I said, you can tell he's having fun and he's doing a great job so far. I'm really enjoying his channel. So let's get over there, and like we like to support each other, let's make sure that we do that. Next up, mail call, and I want to share with you what I got from Salvino's this month. Oops, sorry about that, hit the camera, guys. This month's decals and sticker. Here's our sticker for this month. This meeting will now come to, if you're a member of the Builders Club, you know what this means. Every Tuesday night, Chris starts the meeting by bringing us to disorder. And I'll be honest with you, it's pretty irritating. But it's become tradition, and I got to where I muted a little bit, just ugh. But it's all in fun. It really is. And this month's freebie decals they threw in were the accessories and the patriotic Larson set of decals. So if you didn't get that car but you have an extra Camaro, hey, there you go, guys. Isn't that kind of cool? The red, white, and blue. And of course, these are molded. Most of these cars are molded in color. So and these power slides, by the way, are very opaque, so you don't get any bleed through on these things. And there's your white. So we've got a set of decals there. And the kit of the month for this month is one I consider historical anyway. And that is the J.D. Stacy Harry Hyde number 5 Dodge Charger. Now, the significance historically of this Charger is in 1977 was the last year this Dodge Charger was able to run before they went to the Magnum. And this particular Charger was the last winning Charger in 1977 before going to the Magnum. And I know there's been, like I did last month, there's been a number of guys that have done box openings, but the lettering on this car and the numbers are kind of almost a fluorescent red-orange, very bright. I actually saw this car run in Charlotte earlier in the season, and I think Neil was driving it then. In fact, I know he was. But it's really a good-looking race car. But that is this month's car, but very, very cool. Now to the stash from Charleston. Sorry, I'll just keep hitting the camera there, guys. Picked up several things. First up, stopped by STS Decals, who's going to be doing the decals for my Mustang, if you remember. And STS had these, and I've got a friend that really wants a set of these Smokey and the Bandit, the trailer decals, well, for the whole trailer. And you got both sides for the Smokey and the Bandit decals and all the trim there too. And this is for the 40-foot trailer, and he also does for like Smokey and the Bandit 2, the 53-foot trailer. He does these in water slide decals, but he also does them in stickers. And I like these. I actually think they're really, really cool. But STS Decals, so if you're ever looking for Smokey and the Bandit stuff, he's also got it for the, I think it's the Trans Am. About every vehicle that ever appeared on the Dukes of Hazzard, they've got more decals. You need to go over STS scale model decals and check them out. It is, or scan right there. It is absolutely some awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. But, and there's the number to the shop. I'll hold that there just a second. But again, just scan that QR code. There you go. And check out all the decals they have, and they try to do a new decal for every show that they go to, so some cool stuff. But as I understand it, these have been around for a little while. But anyway, I got a friend that's going to be very surprised when he sees them. Next up, stopped and saw Wes at Wes's Model Car Corner, and I picked up another MSD distributor. I love these things, pre-wired. And this is the red MSD with the red wires, which I did not have that. And I wish he'd had more of these. I think Amanda and I are going to be going September 7th to Greenville, Tennessee to a show, and I'm going to call in advance, see if Wes can bring me about 2 more of these. This is the Mopar, the tan distributor with the orange wires. Particular engines that ran those, and you'll see that once we get to it, but I think those are just really cool. Next, I saw my buddy Matthew with Model Car Videos at MCV Products. His table, he and Heather, his wife, were there, and they were doing. They were just busy. About every time I went by, they had people there at the table, so they were staying on top of it. This is I picked up another one of the small block Ford engines, which we looked at in the last video, I think, on the chassis for the Mustang I'm doing. And then the theme, by the way, for next year is small block Chevys. And I picked this up because this is Matthew's 327. Now check this out. So we've got a beautiful 327. Get bell housing. There's your flywheel in there. I mean, this thing is really well detailed, and it looks like it's got the stock manifolds, which that's easily changed. But really, really cool. Check out that carburetor there, too. But figured I'd get ahead of the game with that one for the Chevy small block. But something else that I had seen on the website just last week, I think it was, that I went, oh, for my Anglia or my Thames, this is going to be perfect. I was looking for a fuel-injected Hemi, and not only is this a fuel-injected Hemi, but it's era correct for the 60s style valve covers and all that. Check that out. You see the ribs on the valve covers? Old school with the air vents. And then there's your injector pylons, and then there is the stacks themselves. Magneto, fuel pump. I mean, this thing is really crisp too, guys. It's really well molded. Check out how smooth that transmission is. Really, really cool. Toward the end of the day, a guy by the name of Steve Ward came up to me with Scale Model Society. I don't think they have a website yet, but they do have a Facebook page that you have got to go check. If you remember in my video, the guy that had all of the 16th scale, the big box of 16th scale bodies, well, at the end of the show, he came up and said, hey, before you leave, come over and see me real quick. I got something for you. So I stepped over there, and the first thing he handed me was a set of these. He said, I want you to have these, but I've got some other stuff I want your opinion on. And they print. He is not only a designer but engineer that is doing an outstanding job. Their printers are 12K, and I mean high resolution 12K. I mean, these things are unbelievably smooth. Scale thickness, that's one of his engineering things, is to get the scale thickness correct. And these things are just beautiful. These are the Nascar. the 24th, and I got a set too over here in wherever they went, in 25th scale as well. I know they're in here. There they are. In 25th scale and 24th scale. But I mean, check these out. Around each of the 5-hole of the early and mid 80s wheels. You know, when you look at the kit versions, they're pretty thick down through there, and even some of them 3D printed I've seen after that have been pretty thick. But these things, the walls are scale thickened, and he's obviously, and in talking to him, I think he's a perfectionist, and I like that. I like that. But in addition to these, they do so many other rims, and like I said, they're cranking up. Website will be coming, but those 5-hole wheels, I have 2 cars in particular that I need these for. That's just perfect. I mean, perfect. And again, that is Scale Model Society, and go to the Facebook page. I don't think the website's up yet, but there's you some more information. It's Scale Model Society, Facebook, and there's a set of rims, as you see here, that'll come up. And these things are just awesome. For the drag cars, the sets for the Revell, check that out. There's just so many, guys. Check that out. Now these, you've got to see these. I'm thinking about the Anglia I was talking about, to update it a little bit. These, if you remember the Bob Glidden car that had the family standing behind it, the Thunderbird, and it had the star wheels on it, but these Kragers were actually what was run on that car. Now check that out. I'm going to hold it up here a little closer so you can see these are what Bob Glidden actually ran on those things. If you watched it run, and these are for the rear slicks, and he does these in 24th and 25th scale too. And then there's the front runner for the front runner tires. I think these are just cool, and these are Kragers. And I got a set of those in the other scale as well. So this is just awesome stuff, awesome stuff. And then you've got the bead locks. Then you've got they're just a lot of absolutely awesome wheels here. But I want you guys to check them out. And it's Steve Ward and Stephen, I believe it's Chica. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize, guys. But it's Steve Chica, designer and printer. And let me tell you, this stuff is, as a designer goes, he's doing a great job. But as an engineer, you can see some of that engineering coming through on these things, because quality-wise, and I didn't even know they made a 12K printer. But these things are just awesome. And lastly, there was something that I did not expect. You guys remember this car. It's what's on my shop card. It's on the channel signature. And I always loved wing cars anyway. Well, this thing won Best of Show at the Charleston show back in 2007, as you see here. And this year, they had a Best of the Best category. If you had a Best of Show at any SCMA show, or a first place in any category, in other words, you were the best, you were put in one category together, so it was the best of the best, so the best against the best, so to speak. And I was very honored that the Daytona, after a lot of years of being retired, was able to go back, and this says Low Country Nationals, hosted by Charleston, South Carolina Model Association, July 27, 2024, Automotive Best of the Best. and I was very, very honored. I don't show this kind of stuff often, but this was one that I was very, very honored to have. So how about that? And that's some pretty heavy lead crystal, I think. But wow. Say it backwards with me. Wow. But I was very touched by that and extremely honored and blessed. So thank you. And guys, I think that's it. Can't think of another thing right now. And yes, you're absolutely right. I did not buy any models while I was there. I had two in particular I wanted to get. And again, just busy between filming and doing other stuff. I just didn't get back to them. But I do know the vendors, and I've already talked to one of them in particular anyway. So not a big deal. So guys, thanks for tagging along on this one. It was a blast. If you haven't been to any of these shows, most all of them have vendors. Always good to go hit them up. All right, guys. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.